What's going on, YouTube? It's Jamie, the household handyman. Today I just want to go over something that's pretty cool. Definitely want y'all to check it out if you're interested, if you tinker, if you do automotive work, anything like that. And what I want to look at today is the Dewalt, and I'm just going to slap that there. This particular one is 204 piece tool set. Lifetime warranty on it. The only thing that's required is you got your receipt. You buy these off Amazon.com, so your receipt is always going to be handy. And I've also called Dewalt about this, and they told me basically if I broke a tool to send a picture in of the broken tool, and they would mail me one back. So that's pretty cool. Now moving on to the kit, it is a 204 piece. They do offer other options that are a little smaller. For the price point, you might as well get the 204 piece. Comes in a pretty decent plastic case, as any socket set would come in. But one thing that I really love about this particular set is the completeness of it. As with any set, you are missing something here or there that they skip a size or whatever, but this pretty much covers a lot. And when I say that, you got your Allen wrenches and whatnot, standard and metric, and these go through 3/64 through. Yeah, see, my eyes ain't even no good no more. I can't even see that small. So you're going to go from 9/64 to 3/64 on the small side, and then 5/16 to 7/64 on the larger side. And then on your metrics, you're going to go from 1.5 to 4.5. And because the black is not going to show up on here, it's going to go from 7 to 1.5. And they do include a 2.5 in there, which is nice. And I also love how the holder actually opens up for you. It's real nice, and it's plastic. It's not that rubber crappy feeling stuff. So made very well. In that aspect. What I also love, you're going to get your 1/4 inch, 3/8, and 1/2 inch drives. You're going to get 3 extensions for each size. 3 for your 1/2 inch, 3 for your 3/8, 3 for your 1/4 inch. You're also going to get a 1/4 to 3/8 adapter and a 3/8 to a 1/4 adapter, which is nice to have. And then you're going to have your 1/2 inch to 3/8 adapter. So all your adapters are included, plus 3 extensions on each size, which is really nice to have, because I can't tell you how many times you're going to want an extension and you're not going to have it, and these are all included in there for you. And that's a huge plus just by my standard. As someone who's worked on cars for over 15 years, definitely a huge plus. What I really love is you get your knuckle for each size too. 1/2 inch, 3/8, 1/4 inch included. Doesn't happen that often, so I really admired and like that about that. You also get 3 spark plug wrenches, and you're going to get your 13/16, your 3/4, and your 5/8 with the rubber boots in there to protect the porcelain around your spark plugs when you're taking them out. Most kits, you only get 1, maybe 2. I ain't never got a kit that had 3. And I've had a lot of tool little kits and whatnot. As far as the ratchets go, they are comfortable in your hand. They feel better than my snap-ons. And to be honest, when I use these, I prefer them now over my snap-ons. It's a much better feel in my hand, and probably built just as well for a fraction of the cost. So as far as that goes, I'm all about it, and that goes for all of them. I've actually used that. I do have a couple breaker bars, but didn't bring it out with me while I was changing CV axle on my wife's car, and I went ahead and just slid a little pipe on that and stood on that, and it broke that nut free. That ratchet didn't skip, didn't do nothing, and nothing's wrong with the teeth inside of it or anything. It works great. So that got me sold, because if I did that with my old Craftsman, it would have shattered inside. The teeth would have broke. I'd have took it to Sears and they would have made me rebuild my ratchet. So yeah, so definitely build quality, outstanding. You also get your shallow and deep well sockets, and that's a huge plus as well for anybody starting a good tool set, because you're going to run into applications where you need them both, or you may need one of each, and you'll have them, and that's a nice a nice thing to have. So my philosophy on socket sets is, when you're buying yourself a good set, if you have a 1-inch socket, have 2 deep well and 2 shallow well, and that's just my philosophy on it. I think you run into that where you need that at some point, or you may need 2 at the same time. So my philosophy is have 2 of each, and you'll never be without. As far as on the 1/2-inch drive, deep wells, it goes from a 1/2 inch to 1 inch. Let me flip these around so I can read all the sizes for you. So you're going to go from 1 inch, 15/16, 7/8, 13/16, 3/4, 11/16, 5/8, 9/16, and a 1/2 inch, and 7/16, excuse me. And then you're going to go from a 13 millimeter all the way to 19 uninterrupted. You're going to be missing 20, and then you'll have 21, 22, and you'll have a 24. So on the metric side, you're missing 20 and 23 millimeter in your deep well. All in all, if you have to go buy them 2 sockets in a deep well, you're still saving yourself money, because usually there's more missing than that. Usually you'll be missing like a 17 or an 18 or a 19 as well. So very complete in that aspect. Then when you're getting down to and you've got your excuse me, I'm anal about my tools. And then you've got your can't even get it out, 1/4-inch drive deep wells, and they're gonna go from 5/30 seconds all the way up to 1/2 inch, and in between it'll be 7/16, 3/8, 11/30 seconds, 5/16, 9/30 seconds, 1/4, and a 3/16. And then on the metric side, you'll go from 4 millimeter to 14 millimeter, and you're actually not missing anything in between that. It's direct through. And the same thing on the shallow well sockets. Same number of sockets on there. And then you go up here, and you've got your 1/2 inch and 3/8 deep wells and shallows. And you also have some Allen wrenches in the sockets, and then you have your star bits in the socket. And you're gonna go on your stars, you're gonna go from a TX1, and then you're just gonna go to 4.5, 4, 3, 2.27, 0.25, 0.20, and 0.15. And then you're going to go on your square drive from 5/30 seconds, 3/16, damn, can't see, 5/16, and then you'll go down to, on your square drive, you'll have HW.4, HW.5, HW.6, HW.7, HW.8. So pretty complete. And then you've got your wrenches. And you'll go from, as you see, 10 millimeter to 16 millimeter, and then over there. So overall, really complete set, built really well. I personally will say with this set, I have done 2 CV axles on a 2007 Toyota Camry. I have done oil changes on all types of cars. I have done upper and lower ball joints and upper control arms and ball joints on a '03 Ford Explorer. Front brakes, front rotors, front calipers, rear brakes, and rear rotors. On that same 2003 Ford Explorer. I've done front and rear shocks on that, and front and rear struts on that Camry. Really complete set. I think if you get it, you will be thoroughly happy with it. I don't think you'll ever regret buying it. It's probably the best 200. I think I paid $179 shipped to my door from Amazon.com. So really some of the best tools I have ever owned. And to put it out there, and unless you're going to buy Snap-on or doing something professional, or do this for a living, this will take care of any DIYer, any day of the week, or anybody just wanting a nice set to be able to do things. This is where you need to spend your money to start out and get a good foundation going. But anyways, guys, if you have any questions or suggestions or whatever, put them in the comments below. I'll do my best to answer them. And last but not least, I do need to say I ain't sponsored by Amazon or Dewalt or anybody. I buy these things for my own personal use and use the hell out of them to see how they stand up. And this is one thing I'm happy to say stands up better than most much more expensive tools. So if this review helped you or gave you some guidance in the starting your tool collection, by all means, please hit that like button. Please subscribe. I know it's a new channel. I know sometimes the editing ain't all that great. But just like anybody that starts something, I also have a full-time real job, and I just do this for a hobby to try to help others. So hit that subscribe button, like button, comment below on what you think, and hey, let's get a discussion going. Let's try to help everybody else out and see where we can bring it. All right, guys, we'll catch you later.